What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Tactical Pineapple Rise. I am your host, Tactical Pineapple. Today we're going to kind of discuss charity events, how we decide what charities we want to put our money toward, and why that's important in today's society. So I'm going to kick that vroom vroom and we'll catch you back on the other side. Everybody knows that bikers are among some of the most charitable individuals in society. We constantly are holding charity events. We're constantly trying to raise money for something, and usually it's not for ourselves. So, this in and of itself is, the definition of charity. So, I'm speaking of this as of this weekend. I will be doing a charity event that benefits organizations that remember fallen firefighters, fallen police officers, pretty much anybody who's fallen in the line of service duty. And to me, I think that's one of those very important charities. Anytime you're remembering an individual for what they've done, the services they've offered, it's a good cause. So this Saturday, and I should have spoke on it sooner probably. I am taking part in what's called the American Tribute Ride here in southeast Wisconsin. It's basically all over the state of Wisconsin. So I'll be taking part this Saturday in what's called the American Tribute Ride, which is a ride in Wisconsin, like I said, that benefits fallen firefighters, fallen police officers, the families of those individuals, and it's all about the remembrance of the individual and the work that they did for the community. So I find this one to be near and dear to my heart. There are several out there that are like it. I only do, for the most part, 2 charity events per year. One of them is this one, and the other one is an honor flight charity. So I donate money to both. It's just, those are 2 things that I hold close to my heart. Number one, the honor flight, because I think every soldier who survived the major wars, I believe now they're on the Korean War, should be able to go to Washington, D.C. and see their monuments. I think it's an amazing thing for them. It's an opportunity, and it's something that, even though the majority of them don't get to see it while they're in their prime, they get to see it before they go. And in conversations with individuals who have taken the trip, it has been one of those things that they're like, wow, I'm so glad I had the opportunity to do this, even though it was 100% something outside of their comfort zone, or something that completely wipes them out, because it's, you fly out in the morning, you go to these places, and then you fly back at night. So it is a long day for individuals. We've done escorts for buses down to the airport. From where I did it, we were about an hour and 10 minutes ride at 5 o'clock in the morning. 40 degrees, I think, was the weather when we were coming home. On the way down there, all I know is that my balls had fucking icicles hanging off them, I'm pretty sure. But it's 100% worth it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was one of the coolest things. And I had that opportunity because of the charity events that we've done. It was definitely a cool thing to be a part of. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Like I said, I do 2 charities. And that's pretty much all I really involve myself with. Now, could I be involved in more? Sure. Do I do little things for community areas around me? Yeah, but I don't really consider them charity events. So I don't really have to dedicate any time. It's just a couple dollars here or there. Which, don't get me wrong, donating money to certain organizations is extremely helpful. And if you have the availability of funds, it's definitely a good thing to take part in. Do what you can to help out. It makes you feel good too. Not to mention, it's also a tax write-off. But as far as actually taking part in events like this, I'll be doing a ride this weekend. but there will be a video of its own in relation to the ride, just to kind of raise awareness about it for next year. It is an annual ride, and it's something I would like to help promote. I do it because, like I said, it makes me feel good a little bit. You know, it's very self-serving. I don't talk about my charities because I feel like it's, you know, well, I donated X amount of dollars to this. It seems kind of like, hey, look at me, look what I did. Um, it's a virtue signaling thing. I hate it. I will talk about the charities that I take part in because I want to bring awareness to them. Now, I know today the following here on this channel is not huge and not very local, but I will propose that next year for this ride, I will be on top of it. I will put dates out ahead of time, and we'll do a ride. If anybody is on a bike and wants to come up or over or down or wherever you are, come to where I am and participate in the charity ride. I think that would be awesome. Um, we can make a whole event of it and have some fun in the process, raise some money for a good cause, and just in general, basically do a meetup, I guess. Um, I know, right? I've got less than 1,000 subscribers, and I'm sitting here going, hey, we should have a meetup. I know most of you individuals who are watching, and it's not that far out of the question for the most part. So, yeah, so why should we donate, though, right? So, I personally, like I said, I donate because it's self-serving for me, but in 2021, it's hard for organizations, people, and places to get money donated to them by bigger businesses. Number one, because COVID basically shut down door-to-door, go and ask kind of operations. And number two, people are stingy with their money, especially businesses. When it comes to finding employees, they're having a hard time doing it. That means they have to raise the wage, which means higher costs for them, which means less money in the potential donation budget. So I think it's more important today than ever for us to, participate in charity and help out organizations that mean something to us. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, fuck the police or whatever. That's not me. I believe that there are bad police officers. I believe that there are a majority more of good police officers. Um, and this, like this charity in and of itself is not necessarily for the police officers. It is for the remembrance of police officers who died on duty, firefighters who died on duty, EMS who died on duty. Unfortunately, this happens much more often and much more frequently than a lot of people realize. And for the most part, I'm not talking about, like heart attacks or something stupid that's, natural causes, but during the line of duty, the majority of the people who are remembered because of they were in a car accident, they were shot, they were attacked, violently attacked and killed in process. All these people doing public service, they deserve that recognition, and that's part of why I do that charity. And the Honor Flight one, if you're not familiar with it, like I said, definitely look up Honor Flight. Um, there's organizations all over the country that do fundraisers locally in local areas for the Honor Flights. They may call them something different even in some other areas of the country, but I know specifically the Honor Flight organization is a national organization, and then there are different, regional, essentially, I guess that would be what you would call them. It'd be regional area organizations that do the fundraising in those areas. So definitely look them up. They are 100% a worthy organization. I know some of the individuals involved in it, and they don't get paid for what they do. Everything is volunteer. It is an honor to be able to volunteer for them. And if you are a volunteer that goes along on the flights and chaperones, you're paying your way. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if you volunteer, that money that's being donated actually doesn't go to help fund the volunteers either. So if you volunteer and you get to go as a chaperone, you have to pay your ticket. You have to pay your way. So as a volunteer, you still are on the line to pay money. Like, it's weird in some aspects, but I 100% respect it in all other aspects, because every single dollar that is donated to Honor Flight goes to paying to get a veteran on an airplane and get them out to see the monuments that they so deserve to see. So, I guess if you made it to this point, definitely give us a like button. Hit that subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. Click on that notification bell. And always keep it shiny side up, 2 wheels down, and carry your pistols, folks. They're coming to get them. Peace.